Beth McKenzie, second female to the couch here for a little post-race interview. Congratulations, Beth.
Thanks so much. When I was on Friday,
yes,
I didn't expect to be here again in second place, so I'm really excited. Thanks.
Okay, it was your first 100-miler. Tell us a little bit about the experience for you.
Well, first of all, it is the party that everybody talks about, so it's hard because there's this whole dissonance in your head of I want to be having fun at this party, but I'm vomiting and I'm pooping myself and I'm sort of miserable, but here's an aid station and look how fun it is. And it's just this weird, it's hallucinatory almost, right? Just these extremes all day long. But it was such an adventure. It started out fast, and I knew I would start out fast but within myself. So I was sort of with the lead pack of women through the first lap. Mm-hmm. I think Valerie went ahead for a while, but then there was three of us. It was myself, Tara Dower, and Carla Molinaro, and we just got into a good rhythm. We had so much fun that lap.
Nice.
And I was hoping after we got to headquarters we'd all regroup after that lap, but it never happened. Yeah. Tara went ahead, Carla was ahead. I took a little longer in the aid stations, and then lap 2 actually immediately something was just going straight through me. So I had this is a joke. This is the we got a course map as our beautiful course map as one of the gifts for winning a trophy, and my friend Ella said, you can just put a little X on each spot where you had to go to the bathroom. And I was like, that would be all X's. Yeah. So lap 2 was really tough. I lost a lot of time actually, and I spent about 75% of it trying to figure out how to explain to my crew that I wasn't going to be continuing lap 3. Mm-hmm. That was it. I was done. Mm-hmm. So I came in. I was still running, but I just kept having to stop every mile or two to go to the bathroom. And came in, and I was like, you guys, I'm done. I don't think I can continue. It's really bad, and I can't keep anything in. It was awful. And they're like, just reset, go to the bathroom. So I sat down. I put on all my stuff. I just watched this video back. And then I went to the bathroom, and I came back, and I took off all my stuff, and I was like, I'm not going out. And they're like, you're going out. And they're like, you're fine. You're talking fine and whatever. And I was like, I can't. Are you guys going to be mad at me? And there was this whole debate for I think 7 or 8 minutes. Oh. And I was like, I'm not going. And they just kept changing my shoes and doing stuff. And then they're like, oh, out you go. And I was like, what? And somehow I was on lap 3, and I started running again, and I had very many fewer toilet stops, maybe only 2 or 3 over the whole lap, so things were starting to improve. And every time I was running, the pace was good. It was just when I had to stop that, you stop. But I never walked. And then I got through lap 3 on my own, and I knew I was going to pick up Ella, my pacer, so that was great. We had little matching outfits, and she really helped me boost the vibe, and we had a good lap 4, and then lap 5 I really struggled at all. After lap 4 I ate some pizza, and then
pizza.
Well,
there's been a lot of real even top people with real food.
I was hanging out. pizza a couple of times, noodles a few times, because I could not. Yeah. I only took maybe 3 gels in the last 3 laps.
You needed to
I was running on fumes, so my heart rate was super low, and I was just trying to get it done. I felt like I was going slower than in the end. My time, I was really surprised because I didn't look at my watch the last 3 laps. I was like, it's not worth it, and I just kept chugging along. Past Carla, a couple of the girls sort of dropped out from the front, and Tara was way up ahead, which was great. Mm-hmm. So that wasn't I was trying to catch her or anything. I was just trying not to lose space behind. So the last lap, everything started coming up the other end, so there were a lot more stops for that. But every time I would just vomit and then keep running, and never walked, but just took too much time in the aid stations for my husband. He didn't like that. He was like, let's go. And I was just like, I don't want to go. But yeah, I made it to the end. Second place, super happy.
14:31, which is a very, one of the fastest times ever run on this course in your debut 100-miler. So that's amazing, especially considering how much time it sounds like you used in aid or to decide whether or not to go back out and eating and all of those things. So really moving time wise,
Yeah, I think my moving time would have been pretty good. I haven't had the heart to look at my Strava
this
yet.
Is pretty good too.
yeah.
Even with the elapsed.
Oh yeah, exactly. And I was super happy, and I'm so glad they made me continue because I can check it off the list. I don't think I'll be doing any more 100-milers soon, or at all.
Never say never.
Yeah, but yeah.
Well, shout out to the crew.
And shout out to you in your second place in the 100K.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Amazing.
You guys ran so fast and just impressive. Like, did you have splits in mind that you were going for and thinking about, despite where you were at in the field, and were you kind of trying to stay within those, or were you really competing?
I was not really competing. I was definitely competing with myself, and I set like pretty conservative goals, I think, because I just said 3 hours a lap, 15 hours, that's my goal. Yeah. I mean, and that would still be a great race. Mm-hmm. Like typically that's like still rounding out the podium or something. So I thought 15 hours, and then you knew the first lap, even though it's longer, it's going to be faster. Yeah. So I just said 3 hours a lap for them to like keep me on, am I here by 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 hours? So that was it for me. Yeah.
Did the 100-mile distance live up to what you thought it would be?
Ooh, yeah, for sure. I do wish I could have enjoyed it more.
Yeah.
Like, I think if I hadn't been so sick, I would have actually enjoyed it. My legs were surprisingly okay. I was surprised out here because I thought, I'll stay dry the whole time, like my shoes and stuff. But with all the ice bandanas and hats, my shoes got really wet, and I got blisters, and I never get blisters. So I had to deal with changing shoes, which I never do in 100K. And I changed shoes like 3 times.
Wow.
But I think I was also just wasting time in headquarters. Let's change my shoes again. Oh, do you have some more socks? Okay.
Well, when you were moving quickly.
Thanks.
And so you had 2 pacers?
Yep. Ella, who's my best friend from back in Australia. We've run thousands of kilometers, we call them over there, together. And Luke, my husband, who is always putting on the hard, I would just be like, you're running too fast. But he always came back, and he was really good. They put up with a lot of stuff from me yesterday, so I am very appreciative of them. They deserve a spa day.
Nice spa day for the crew. What's your take on running with your spouse as a pacer? My husband and I, who's right there, have had good and bad experiences in that world. So does Luke pace you often, or how and for lap 5, was it specifically you chose lap 5 for him?
Yeah, he did do really well. I had been sad that my music and my headphones wouldn't work, so he took out his headphones and put Taylor Swift on for me.
Nice,
I listened
perfect. The new album.
Two times through, and then I was like, okay, that's enough. But so he was very accommodating. I am probably a bit more mean to him than I would be to somebody else. Just slow down, oi, oi, as they say in Australia. You're too far ahead. I can't go that fast, But other than that, it was great. I appreciate that he wanted to pace me. I'd love to pace him one time, but I don't think he'll sign up for a race this long.
I mean, you can pace in some 50-milers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We ran the Kepler Challenge together, which is 60K.
Okay.
And that was his longest race. And that was interesting because he was way better than me on the really, really mountain climb. And then he sort of died near the end. But I was like, oh, well, he waited for me earlier. Now I have to wait for him. So we crossed the finish line together.
That's fun.
Beth, what's next for you?
I have 0 plans. This was a big year for me. I'm 45, and so I just wanted to tick some bucket list things off the list. I had a huge year, did Tarawera, Ultra Trail Australia, CCC, and then Javelina was the cherry on top, and I have no plans. I booked a house at Tarawera for UTMB, but I'm planning on just crewing friends and haven't signed up for myself.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think this is it.
Well, it's a great way to finish the year, and with some much deserved rest and pampering. And I would say thanks for coming over here to America to run one of our coolest races. What would you tell people about who are interested in Javelina?
Yeah, well, so about Javelina, I would just tell them that this is the perfect first 100-miler, I think, or any 100-miler, because you see people coming back 5, 10, even more times. Yeah. But for a first 100-miler, it's really digestible because of the laps and the crew, and it's really exciting. And it doesn't have too much elevation, but the heat can get you. Mm-hmm. But it is just the best community. And then just one more thing about the race, Tara Dower, I'm just in awe. She was incredible, so good. I think that's a performance of the year. It's huge to take that much time off of a course record, even though it was a fast day.
Unreal.
Was just incredible. Yeah. And I was glad she was an hour ahead of me, or I would have just been oh, maybe I could have done more. But I'm even on my best day without a single bathroom break, I wouldn't have been touching that. And so it's pretty impressive. She's amazing.
She is amazing.
Well, you also had a very, very impressive,
Thank
especially
you.
for your debut 100. So huge congratulations.
Thanks.
And safe travels back to Australia. Thanks for joining us for a few minutes.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Beth.
We're going to go catch the plane now.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.